Hello, my fellow cosplayers, gamers, artists, and geeks. So, I did a favorites video, and I realized I left a bunch of stuff out. So, I am redoing it. I have a pile of stuff next to me, which you can't see right now because, yeah, you just can't see. And then I have a huge pile on the ground. So, I'm trying new things with my camera. I pile stuff on top so it can be higher. And I'm hoping it doesn't fall in the middle of filming. And again, so my throat was fine for a little while, and then it got bad again. So again, I have water. So yeah. Let's get started. So again, for some of the people who did see the first video, my favorite thing of all time is family. I'm very, very close with my family, and I don't really know the reasons for that. We just have always been close. My dad died when I was young, and we've gotten closer because of that, because my dad was sick for a long time, and I needed my mom, my sister, and my brother needed my family to fall back on and stuff and lean on. So yeah, and my family, even before I was born, has been really, really close. It's just, but I think it's funny that kids at school are like, you get along with your family? How do you survive family reunions and stuff? And I'm like, my family gets along. So yeah. So I'm gonna go on. I think the pile I have here are mostly movies that I'm gonna go through first. So this first one, so I grew up loving dinosaurs. I don't know why. I was a weird tomboy. And not a weird tomboy, but yeah, I was a tomboy. And my dad was a tattoo artist, so I got used to the punk, I want to say punk era. I've always had that, and that's why I like goth scene and steampunk clothing styles. So yeah, so because of being a tomboy, I love dinosaurs, and this was the dinosaur movie series that I loved. I am kind of mad. This is the first one, and the first time I watched it was this year, when my TV broke and we had to use my VHS one from when I was a kid. I always wondered, as I was watching these movies, what happened to Littlefoot's parents? Frickin' what happened to Littlefoot's parents? All I had to do was watch the first one. So I made myself really, really mad. So when I was a kid, this was the closest thing I had to live action dinosaurs. It's a dinosaur. It is a Disney movie, and this was the closest thing I had to live action compared to Land Before Time. And this was before I was allowed to watch Jurassic Park. Again, I own all 3 of them on VHS. I've seen Jurassic World. I can't wait for Jurassic World 2. And this was the closest thing I had to live action. But then later on, I can't talk today. I'm so sorry. Later on, as a kid, I was introduced to this movie. This is Dinotopia. You can't really read it because of this stupid sticker, because I got it from Goodwill. There you go, you can read it now. So this is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's really, really long. Titanic, I think still beats it. It's 240 minutes. It's so long it needs 2 discs. So that's why I compared it to Titanic, because they both need. I own Titanic on VHS, and it involves 2 VHS movies. So I watched this the first time with my dad, my mom, and my sister, on the couch and stuff, because 3 of us could fit on one couch. And we got through the first disc, and I was like, why is it ending that way? Why is it ending that way? Because there was credits and stuff, and my mom's like, there's a second DVD, and I'm like, okay. So I usually got this from the library, but now I own it. I haven't owned it for that long. And this is a better copy than the library has, because the library was always staticky, and I hated that. So another childhood movie, I swear this is an old movie, and I just love Robin Williams movies. And I love Peter Pan, so I watched Peter Pan, the Disney version, Peter Pan, Return to Neverland, and I love those, and I think those were the Peter Pan ones I grew up with. And then this came into my life. I love this movie. I love everything about this movie except for the stupid Boo Boo box. I cover my eyes, even now, with the Boo Boo box. I just can't. It has Robin Williams, Julia Roberts, Bob Hoskins, Maggie Smith, and Dustin Hoffman in this. Dustin Hoffman is, what's his name? Oh, is Captain Hook. Sorry, I'm reading. And then Robin Williams is Peter Pan, an older version of Peter Pan, and Julia Roberts is Tinkerbell. And I cried the first time I watched this, because Rufio dies! But they're trying to, again, I really, really like this movie, but they're trying to make a second one, about Rufio before Peter Pan came, I think. Before grown-up Peter Pan came back. And it's okay, first of all, Rufio died. I would understand them making a before, but you should have done that before you made this. It would have been okay, this is a Peter Pan thing, this is cool, and then this would come out, and it's oh, Robin Williams and stuff. But the guy who plays Rufio is old now, not old, but he's not Rufio age anymore. So it's you can't play Rufio now that you're older. So let's go back to the Gothic, why I like Gothic and stuff. I am a Christian and stuff, so I don't like spells and everything, and I don't like when people talk about death, so this is on a borderline of, it is one of my favorite movies, but I don't like a lot of stuff in it. But yeah, it's The Addams Family. I love this movie. My sister is obsessed with this movie. I only own the first one. I've seen both of them. So, yeah, I just don't... It's hard to explain. I understand they're weird and stuff, but it's some of the stuff I can't deal with. Again, I love that movie. So, back to goth stuff. This is a goth one I can deal with. And it's from my favorite director, Tim Burton, I think. Yeah. I forget which movies are Tim Burton, which ones he directs and which ones he produces. So he directed this one. And it's Edward Scissorhand. And it's Johnny Depp. So I love Johnny Depp. I just have always loved him. And I think it's because I saw him in Alice in Wonderland. And, you're the freaking Mad Hatter, and you're awesome, and I just fell in love with his movies. So, yeah. This is awesome. It's really, really sweet. It's it's scary in the movie, but the only reason it's scary is because you're scared for Edward and everything. And I hate the lady in there who thinks he's involved with Satan and stuff, and I'm he's a robot, kind of. A robot that looks like a human, technically. And so he wasn't finished, so chill out, lady. So again, with Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, my favorite movie of all time, Alice in Wonderland. I got the second one, Alice Through the Looking Glass, from the library right now. But this, my brother got me for my 16th birthday. It has 4 discs. Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray, DVD, and additional copy. So there's additional copy. And Blu-ray 3D. Ouch. And then Blu-ray and normal DVD. And it has Johnny Depp on all of them. So, excuse me. Again, this is my favorite movie of all time. Favorite movie of all time, and it involves Johnny Depp and Tim Burton. My mom doesn't like Tim Burton, but there's just something about him, especially in this movie, that it relates to me. Because I am weird and stuff, and I like that weird style stuff. But I don't think anyone can understand why I like this so much. Like, they can, but not all the way. So another thing I got from Alice in Wonderland, my other brother, got me this for Christmas this year. So, it's Alice, and of course, it has the TARDIS on it. I'm sorry if you can't see that well, because it has plastic on it, and I don't want to take it out of the thing. So it's like from the normal book, when she's looking and she pulls the curtain away, she's supposed to see a door, but she sees the TARDIS. And it's like on dictionary stuff. I've seen ones on Pinterest when it involves music lyrics of like a Disney song, and then it has the characters. So yeah, if I ever print them out, I will show you. Oh no. So I was just playing with this, and I love Alice. I was gonna show you, and her hand came off. I need to super glue that. I did not. Oh my gosh. I feel stupid, but now she looks like Luke Skywalker. But oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna put her aside. I'm not gonna talk about her right now because she's wounded. I'm gonna put her right there. I wanna cry. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. Okay, I'm gonna move on from the sadness. I'm so sorry. I was not meaning to do that. I was just playing with her arm, and I realized it didn't move, and it went. Yeah. So back with Tim Burton. So this movie does creep me out, because I don't like the creepiness of. This movie. It's Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. Not Alice in Wonderland, I'm sorry. But Elizabeth's still in the brain, I'm sorry. Nightmare Before Christmas. So this was the first Tim Burton movie I've ever seen. It's like, oh, all the glory. So, yeah. But there's some creepy stuff in this, like the songs, and he makes stuff creepy and stuff. So I just have to deal with it, basically. Okay, the last movie I have here is, so I love Disney with a freaking passion, and this was one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, and I've seen the second one. It's Monsters, Inc. I can't think now because of Elizabeth. I am so sorry, but I'm covering Mike. It's Monsters, Inc. So I own this. I own the first one on VHS and on DVD. And I love them. I just love those characters. I just love weird characters, weird creatures, and everything. I'm sorry I'm taking forever. I'm putting them back in their pot. I just got really dark. I am so sorry. Okay, so again with weird creatures, I am obsessed with dragons, but this is the only dragon I have. So I forgot to bring it over here, but I love Descendants. I don't have the book over here with me. I will do that on, like, books I recommend and books I like to read. But I will do that some other time, or maybe in another favorites. Yeah. Because there is a lot of stuff I leave out, so I'll just do a part 2 and a part 3. I'm trying not to copy the Gothic Alice, because I know our things are different, because she's completely goth, and I have all this different stuff. But I get my ideas from her. I've had a different idea, too. She shows her art stuff, and it's like, okay, I'm an artist, too. I'm not copying. If I was copying, I would say every single word she says. I'm not. it's in my own words. I'm just taking the idea that she did undoing influence, okay? Okay, so that makes me feel better. So with cartoons, I love cartoons, and this is one of my favorite cartoons. I didn't bring the movie in. I own the first and second movie. I've seen Minions. I can't wait for the third movie, which is at my theater right now. But this is the thing I have. I have a giant Minion. It's a backpack. It doesn't have that big of a pocket. Like, I can't even fit my whole hand in. I have to fix him because the strap is coming off, and then down here is ripped. You can't see it. Down there is ripped. But he's cute and adorable, and he's fluffy. So yeah, another fluffy thing. He says I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. I love this movie. I love this character. It's frickin' Stitch. So I got him for my birthday this year. I bought him when I had money, and he has my hair on him. I'm sorry. So I bought him at a Disney outlet store near my town, in a close town to me. So yeah, Stitch, favorite guy ever. So I love crime shows. I hate blood. I have had panic attacks before because of blood. I think it's because I was in health and stuff, and it was just like, okay, can't deal with it. But this chick, when I was growing up, my mom watched, oh, it's ripped! My mom watched NCIS, and I saw this girl, and I was like, huh, she's cool looking. Again, I love goth, so it's Abby Shuto. So she's the reason I love NCIS, and I learned to fall in love with the other characters too. But she started it, and when I meant it's ripped over here. I need to tape that. I'm gonna cry. So yeah, I printed out all these pictures. I still have more. So I love art and stuff, so I don't have really anything interesting to show you with art. I have this sketchbook my grandma gave me and she didn't want anymore. I have colored pencils over here. And colored pencils over here. And what I call art, I call sewing too. So I'm doing cross-stitching. And I'm doing a skull and crossbones with the heart around it. And it's good with cross-stitching. Sorry, I was like, where'd the line go? So it's good for cross-stitching when you do this halfway. When you do this halfway, to follow the pattern all the way over here, but then it matches. So that's what I did for these. These two bones are the same, just this one's down one line. I messed up. And then these two are the exact same, and they're symmetrical. So let me put that up there. So this is silver. I thought this thread wasn't going to show up. And then these are going to be black, and this is all going to be red. I planned on it being pink and outlined in red. But then I did this, and I'm like, oh, I want that higher, so I changed it. So I use just random stuff that my mom has. You can't see that. Random cross-stitch stuff. And I will do a crafts thing next today. Yes. And I will show you everything. But this is the first bag I ever sewed, and the first thing I ever sewed on a sewing machine. And you can see it wasn't a good job because I have to fix this. But I sewed Jack on it because I'm like, I'm tired of it being all green. And then this thing. I don't know if I cut the sleeves off it or not. I don't remember, but it's a jacket. It says, I got a jar of dirt. Guess what's inside it from Pirates of the Caribbean 2. It's even before I watched that movie, I was like, oh my gosh. I love that movie. I picked up that movie. I forgot about it. So I'll tell you stuff. Yeah, I'll do it again. So this says, Techies make theater happen. I was a theater techie. I am a theater techie. I took it my senior year. I will go to my school, my old high school's theater. So this says, I am one of the few people in the world who can kill you and leave no forensic evidence. That's from Abby Shuto from NCIS. Again, love her. So this is the patch. It's supposed to be like the Disney sign, but in Gotham. So I have it. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Right there. That's the Disney castle thing. But it's for Gotham, and it has a bunch of superheroes from DC Comics. So I did, and then right there, it says Star Labs on it. So I did Star Labs. So, kind of the second to last thing. So again, I said Gothic. I love Gothic stuff, and the Gothic Alice recommended big hats for summer, because I burn. So there's that. I got it at Hot Topic for like $11. So the reason I'm scooting back is because I am not taking off my boots. My flip-flops broke. Otherwise, I would probably be wearing them because it's too hot to wear boots, but now I have to wear these. And I love these. I say it like I don't love these boots. These are my favorite shoes. Usually other shoes hurt me. But yeah, I'm going to lift up my foot. Okay. So this is an awkward angle, I'm sorry, but these are my Doc Martens. And my brother got them for me for Christmas like 2 years ago, so I've broken them in. They suck when you break them in. Like, I still have the marks from them breaking in. It hurts. So that's all from the part 1. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's try to get this to more than 4 subscribers, because I'm already at 4 subscribers. Let's try to get to 10 by the end of this week. Please. Please. So, see you guys.